Hi everyone, we are back with another war video today, and this is going to be War 2 of Season 66. We're going to be bringing in Valkyrie, Mojo, and then Zola for synergy. We got 6 fights again this war, and we're going against one of the Asian alliances. I think it's Universal Stars is the alliance we're facing today. But yeah, we're going to be using Valk here. I've never used Valk in war before. I've rarely used her in general. But I kind of had a choice to kind of get through my path fights. I could have used Mojo here, but I was a bit nervous about using Mojo. Mainly because I just didn't want to get bad prompts and then get stuck being unable to throw special 3s. I would have needed to throw special 3s only, as once I have the Fury up with Mojo, I would be triggering the Fury for Peni if I didn't. Now, for this node, Penny's very safe here. When hitting their block, the damage does not count towards the node in terms of giving them a Fury. So as long as I hit her block the whole time, I am safe. Now, one thing I could have done to speed up power gain, which one of my officers suggested after I did it, was that when the shield is down, I could have thrown light attacks, which without boost, and I'm not running attack boost here, just health boost, I could have built power and it wouldn't have triggered the Fury from the node. So yeah, next time I'll definitely do that. If I have to take this fight, it would have sped this up like at least 30 seconds, probably more than that. So definitely something to keep in mind. But now we're set up for our first special 2. This could do good damage into her block. Boom. Then she does hold block, and I get hesitant. I was worried she was going to attack me right when I did it, so that was kind of dumb on my end. I could have got definitely more hits in with the Fury up if I did that. So a little bit of lost damage there, unfortunately. But the fight's going fine. You know, we're a little less than a minute and a half in. We've done 75% of her health. This is going way faster than when I used Okoye, which was miserable last season. Here we get 1 auto block, which is fine. We lost a bit of power, so we know we're probably not going to get back to our special 2 because of that, which is okay. But we're going to still just keep hammering away. Health's going down. Each hit's doing a couple percent. We're not applying any debuffs. She's not getting any willpower healing or anything like that. Here, I think I tried to throw the special 1. I was hoping this would kill. Clearly, it does not have enough damage. But we're fine. We're still in a good spot. Need her to back up. Because we never actually knock her down, we don't have to worry about rise to power, which is always good. But yeah, we just need to clear the shield one more time. There we get auto blocked again. The shield goes down though. Just need her to back up. She gets super aggressive here. But now we just gotta hit her block a handful more times while the shield's down, and that should end the fight. Again, she's not really playing into the block right now, but here we go. And down she goes. So, again, a bit slow. But as my officer mentioned, if I do the light attacks while the shield's down, build power faster, I can probably get the fight down maybe 30 seconds faster at least. That fight in general is usually just a slow fight, so only so much you can do. Next, we got Mojo here versus Medusa. Wasn't too worried about this fight. Medusa's AI tends to be quite aggressive, so I knew it was very likely I was going to get put into my corner, which, as you can see out the gate, she is very aggressive. Now, her auto block, obviously she's stun immune, and then she's auto block. Her auto block triggers if you have 3 Furies. Now, it only triggers after you do 2 basic attacks into her, so I can do 1 medium hit like that safely, not going to get in trouble. If I did a second attack, then yes, I would be in trouble. But here you can see I'm just waiting. I can hit her block and it won't auto block, so that's another thing that is good to know. So if she plays passive, I can just hit her block a bunch. We get her to throw the special 1 here, and then we're going to throw our special 3 immediately. I wanted her to throw the special 1, as that would give us our Fury, and then we're going to launch our special 3, and now the damage is going to be rolling, and then she just drops. So yeah, this is like a 40-second fight, super fast. But yeah, the only thing there is just be ready to play a little bit of corner play most likely. You can throw heavy attacks to knock her down. You can do 1 medium without getting auto blocked, or 1 light attack, I guess technically. You can't just do 2 basic attacks in a row, or else you will get auto blocked. And then throw special 3s as your special 2s or special 1 could be auto blocked. Next, we got Valk versus Jessica Jones here. I'm going to do my best to alternate combos. So when you're hitting your block, I don't have to worry about alternating combos. If I actually do hit Jessica Jones, I do need to worry about hitting alternating combos. So here, I don't. So I give her Intensify, and I think the power gain's going to come up right as the Intensify is there. Yeah, so that was annoying. But we're just going to hit her block a good amount. Throw our first special 2. She does nice and holds block. I potentially should have just been more patient and waited till I had my 3rd Pierce before throwing the special 2. The other thing I could have done is I could have reverse combo at some point. I was worried about doing that a little bit just because I didn't want to give her a bunch intensify, and then I do it anyway, so it's like I should have just reversed my combo. But again, I'm not a big Valk player at all. She's not a champ I've used frequently. So here we're going to parry light, medium. She holds block again. I'm going to bait out this special 2. But she throws it. We're bit in our corner. There, I'm just going to medium light into the special 2. I'm going to delay my special a second so that applies. Here, we're going for the kill now. We're going to throw the relic into her block, and then she holds block again when we're hit, and down she goes. So, not perfect play, but, you know, minute and a half, not terrible. But yeah, definitely, I could work on optimizing my Valk play, obviously. Again, I've never used her in War, and I've only used her a handful of times. She was mainly ranked for Prestige when I was in 4 Loki. Next we got Mojo versus Gorr here. Should be nice and easy fight. I'm going to play a slow play until I get my Fury, and then we're just going to go for it. One thing here that's kind of worrying is this one gives them extra damage for how many buffs they have. The other part is it has power efficiency, which is a bit annoying as well, as Gorr's special 1 covers a ton of distance across the map. So I'm going to make concentrated effort to try and keep him in his corner just so he doesn't throw, like, you know, back-to-back special 1s and I'm in my corner getting a bunch of debuffs applied to me in block. Here he plays nice and lets us get our hold block prompt. And we throw this into protection, but now the degen is rolling. We're going to throw a special 1 here. Now that's not the best choice for damage, but I did that mainly to push him back into his corner again. Again, he's dropping fast, so it's not a big deal. Here we're going to bait out a special 1. And then we'll throw our special 2 or 3. Oh, yeah, we get pushed red. So we get our special 3. Throw this. This will knock the protection down, and then that will be the fight. He'll just tick down. And yeah, so down goes Gorr. I think a minute or about a minute. Yeah, a little under a minute. So nice and easy fight there. And then we'll jump to our minis. This is where I apparently can't read. I was assigned 4 pre-fights. I had really like 6 pre-fights if you count all the Odins. So here I was supposed to get a White Magneto and 3 Odins, which I've done this fight a bunch of times as I'm doing it now without the pre-fights, but the pre-fights would have just made it so I'm just winning the power game battle the whole time, and I would just basically spam special 3s. Again, I don't think it's required, but it's nice to have, and the fact that it was planned that way, and I apparently can't read, so don't have them is, yeah, not my best decision ever. So, yeah, I need to work on reading the plan. Again, this is my second war noon, so I'm not super used to how the plan looks, but really, there's not really good excuse. Thankfully, it's not a war that matters, or that was going to be close. But yeah, this fight's super easy. Basically, we just keep our anti-life field up, and so then every time Thanos throws a special 1, he's just degenning himself. I'm going to launch special 2s as much as I can. If I get pushed to a special 3, I'll launch that, but we're just going to dex into our special 2s here. I know I'm triggering protection with them, but it just doesn't matter that much, to be honest. He's going to keep spamming special 1s, which is going to keep giving, applying buffs to him that we just shorten the duration of, and then they just turn to degens, and then he just dies faster. So, yeah, a Thanos in a minute is really fast. Because of his protections, you can only go so fast versus Thanos. But, yeah, that fight was played really, really well. Happy with how that went. And then we have 46 Serpent. This one, I was going to get a Mr. F pre-fight and OAGs, and I would have had my Odins already, which would have made it even safer. This is only a rank 4 Serpent, which is good because I do make a mistake here. I opt for the Power Start 1 again to get his Fury gone. The reason I did this, I was like, well, if I in the block, it doesn't matter, but if I get hit a bunch, the Fury still matters. So I parry and throw that right away, and then we get a dash back. So we're in a good spot. And then here we just need to play standard. Want him to hold block a bit so we can hit him. I don't know why I'm not hitting his block as much, to be honest. Here I wanted him to throw the special one to trigger the prompt, which he does. We're then going to hit him and throw the special 2 right away. This pushes him very close to special 2, which is fine. But yeah, then I just needed to play careful. I don't know why I'm hitting him so much, and this was kind of my main mistake, is I just end up hitting him a lot more than I needed to. That one was fine. I like hitting into special just to be safe. But yeah, we're getting pushed into our corner, which also caught me off guard. I think last time I just did a better job of keeping the tactic together. So I'm just hitting him a lot completely unnecessarily, and then I get clipped, which does a lot of damage. And then I need to hit a reparry, and we're going to throw this. This is going to push him nearly red. So we want to bait the special 2 out, which he throws it. We'll block the whole thing here. Again, we regen a lot of it back. He throws another special 1. We're going to block it. And then, you know, he's ticking down. We're going to go for the kill here. And he goes down. But yeah, I think my big issue there, I didn't hit into his block enough. I kept hitting him for no reason. There's no reason for me to do basic attacks. Last time I slow played it and basically didn't hit him at all, except for when I was about to throw a special, which is how you should play it. The fact I was getting cornered kind of threw me off because I was not expecting it as much, because I assumed the tactic would deal with the explorable or remove those so that I wasn't getting pushed back as much. So that caught me off guard and was just something I should have played better there. And then, yeah, if I had the Mr. F, that would have helped. And the wax would have made more damage, which, you know, extra damage is always nice. But yeah, that is our war. 6 fights, 6 kills, no deaths, which is great. And then in terms of results, we are winning this war fairly comfortably. We haven't cleared the map fully, but we're up a ton of deaths again. Yeah, so pretty, say, easier matchups these first 2 wars. I'm assuming we'll get someone quite a bit tougher next war. But yeah, hopefully we can keep playing well, though, and keep winning some more wars. That is going to do it for this video, though. Thank you for watching.